What is your nature?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Hi, my nature would be, I don't know, being organized. I'm a very organized person.
You're a very organized person.
Yes.
And that's your nature?
Yeah, can that be one?
Yeah, it can. And is that good or bad?
Both. It could be good and bad.
In what way? How's that?
Staying organized in a household with a husband and 2 kids is harder than just keeping myself organized.
And so how do you deal with it with the husband and kids? How do you handle it? Because they're not organized, right?
No, they're not.
Right. And so,
I am teaching my kids to be organized,
and-
so
and
they're
why are you doing
slowly
that?
learning.
Why are you doing that to them?
Because it's good to be organized.
I'm sorry?
It's good to be organized.
But you said it's good and bad.
It is, because sometimes it's chaotic trying to keep everything
And
together.
you want your kids to be that way too?
No, well, yeah,
You want your kids to be chaotic?
no.
You want your kids to be good and bad?
Well, there's good and bad in everything.
Right. And so why are you doing that to you? You want them to be like you?
Organized, yes, but not the chaos side of it. They might be able to balance everything.
Well, how will they be able to balance if they have a chaotic mother teaching them?
Trying to balance it.
I'm sorry?
I don't know. I haven't thought of that.
Right, and that's why God wants us to think, He wants us to know and see what's going on inside of us. That's the only way we're going to overcome it. And so, who taught you to be that way?
Myself.
You just decided one day I want to be chaotic, so I'm going to be.
No, not
a clean-
chaotic. Organized. I just found things are easier when they're organized,
Right,
even though there is a chaotic time.
right. Do you want to overcome that?
Yes.
You do want to overcome it?
The chaos of organization? Yes.
Oh, okay. And what else? What else going on in your nature?
In my nature?
Yeah.
I don't know. What would be another one? This is my husband.
Oh, that's your husband? Does he know you better than you know yourself?
I don't know. Maybe? No.
And so your nature is what? Chaotic because you're clean
And organized.
and organized person.
Yeah.
And what else going on in there?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Is this your first time?
I'm nervous, yes.
Oh, you're nervous? So that's going on in there. Your nature is nervous.
Yeah, it is.
And why are you nervous right now?
Because the attention's on me. I don't like the attention.
I can't hear you.
The attention is on me. I don't like the spotlight on me.
And why not?
I don't know. I just don't. I'm more comfortable blending in the background.
You're more comfortable blending into the background. And why? Why do you hide?
Because it's comfortable.
I can't hear you.
Because it's comfortable.
And what's comfortable about hiding?
Well, not hiding, but just
You said hiding in the background,
blending into the background.
but blending is hiding.
I guess if you put it that way.
Is it? Or I can be. I'm black and slow. I can be wrong. Is blending in hiding?
It could be
And so, why do you want to hide? Why is it
It's-
comfortable hiding?
just my comfort zone. I'm not a big talker. So I'd rather just sit here quietly and watch and
Right.
listen.
And so, you want to stay in your comfort zone, or do you want to live in that nature, or do you want to overcome that?
No, I'm comfortable with it.
You are. You're happy with it. You like the darkness,
No.
but you like blending into the darkness.
No, it's not dark. It's bright.
But if can no one see you, it's not right. What a mess. Right? How will your light shine if you're blending into the darkness?
It shines.
In the darkness?
No, because it's not dark.
But what are you blending into?
Nothing.
Okay, amazing. So anything else I need to know about your nature that you know about it?
No.
No? Everything else is fine?
Yeah. Well, no, but
Without being all personal, is there one other thing you can say about your nature?
I don't know.
So y'all can relax and just fellowship. I feel the tension in the room. Relax.
Yeah, I'm nervous.
You're nervous, huh?
Yeah.
Do you obey your husband?
Sometimes,
That's a no. And why don't you obey your husband?
because I'm better organized than him.
What does that mean?
A lot comes with organization, so with everything, shopping, everything, I look into what is the most cost effective, things like that, details. He doesn't really look into details.
He doesn't look into details.
No.
And so you get mad at him about that?
Sometimes.
And you refuse to obey him then?
Well, yeah.
I'm sorry?
Well, if I plan something out thoroughly, then yeah, my way is better.
If you plan something thoroughly,
Yeah.
and he comes in and say, no, we're not going that way, we're going to do it this way?
No, he doesn't say that. He just goes along with my plans.
He does? No wonder you don't obey him. What a beta. Are you happy being married to a beta male?
Me?
No, you.
No, sometimes I wish he would lead.
Do you tell him that?
I don't think so,
And why not?
because I'm already leading.
I'm sorry?
I'm already leading?
And you don't want to tell him because you don't want him to change? Just relax. Everybody have the same problem. You don't want him to change, that's why you don't tell him?
No, I just already did it.
So you have a love-hate relationship about leading and obeying? You want to obey, but he will not lead you, so you're not going to tell him, but you want him to do it.
Yeah, but it doesn't bug me all the time.
It bugs you sometimes?
Yeah.
Right. And you like being bugged sometimes?
No, but that's part of being a team too, correct?
What's part of being a team?
Me organizing half the things, leading.
You're clicking. I'm sorry?
Me organizing half the things and
Like the
leading.
house and the meals and things like that. Yeah, you're supposed
Trips.
to cook, clean, and iron, and stay barefoot and pregnant in the kitchen. No reaction to that. That's nice. Y'all waking up. Okay, thank you. Any question? Do you want that to change? You want him to change and start leading you?
Yeah, he can if he wants to.
Right, if he wants to, but you want him to.
With certain things, yeah.
Yeah, right, like the practical thing, cooking and all that. You don't want him doing that.
No, he can.
He can cook. Do you work?
Yes.
You have a job and a husband and kids? Mm-hmm. How old are the kids?
8 and 6.
Wow. Let me talk to your husband. Is this your first time here?
Yes.
Oh, what's your name? Let us speak. I'm sorry.
My name is Vicky,
Good. Welcome, Vicky. How did you hear about us?
from my husband.
Oh, good. Well, he's working on it. Did you know you were a beta?
I actually called in and told you that I was a beta and I wanted to change.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Right on. And did you know your wife knew that you were a beta, that she wanted you to lead her?
She said she wants me to, but she doesn't want to let go of it.
Right, because, well, I'll get to that in a minute. And you don't know how to take it back? Or take the lead?
It's Ed, the moment I decide that I want things done, that I feel it's a certain way, it leads into an argument, which leads to anger.
Ain't on your part or her part? Or
Her
both?
part.
Both? Did she say both?
But no, her part.
On her part, she get mad?
Yeah.
And how do you feel? How do you react to her getting mad?
I noticed my thoughts, and I maybe it's the devil, but I always think to myself like, is this worth getting an argument over, or is this something that I can just say like, oh, okay, yeah, we're just gonna do it that way.
And what do you decide?
I don't decide; she decides.
Whoa. She's like, I'm mad, so we're gonna do it my way.
Yeah,
And you gonna stay and you gonna love me.
she doesn't say that, but yeah.
Amazing. So what does that feel like knowing that your wife, and we're talking about the nature, so this is your nature.
Yeah.
What does that feel like knowing that your wife wants you to lead, but you've gone so far down the road with not leading, it's hard to get it back? Or it's hard to do it. Have you ever led your wife?
I
Wait,
would say in the beginning.
Don't let her talk for you. Hold on, Mama. Mama like, yeah. That way, that way she looks somewhat good.
I would say in the beginning of our marriage, I didn't know about you, so I believe in what the world would teach me.
Yeah.
So I would listen to the world, and I would be like, oh, this marriage is 50-50, and she should be a part of me. We are one, but not knowing that it should be God, man, woman,
Yeah.
children. Now that I'm listening to your podcast and I'm doing a silent prayer, I even do it with my son. I called you about it.
Nice.
I realized that, and I talked to her, and I realized that I've let her control our marriage, take lead in our marriage, and I told her like I wanted to be in control of it going forward, and I told her that I knew it would be difficult for her because she's led the family and for so long.
Right.
But to answer your question, yeah, if I were to step in front of her and try to make a decision, like she said, she would calculate it in her head and realize that I'm wrong and her way is right, and lead to arguments. So
What a mess. Why did you have to tell her things are gonna change? Why did you just do the change and not tell her? Why did you need to tell her?
I think that I thought if I were to at least give her a heads up of some things that I would do, so it wouldn't be, because I'm probably speaking for her, but I think she sees my leadership as me trying to boss her around and to be like a macho man, but that's not what I want to do.
But she's bossing you around to being a macho woman,
Yeah.
right? Isn't that right? I'm sorry?
I don't see it that way.
Oh, your boss around is not macho?
No, him trying to lead.
I'm sorry?
Him trying to lead, I don't see it as him being macho
Oh.
and
Yeah. See, you were thinking that. All thoughts are all lies all the time. But why did you have to tell her that you were going to do it? Why not just gradually and quietly change? Why did
Maybe I was in my thoughts. And,
Yeah,
and
that's what I want you to see.
maybe I was in my thoughts, and I thought if I were to tell her, it would be easier for her to submit, I guess.
Right.
But
And you haven't realized yet that all thoughts are all lies all the time about anything?
the more and more I listen to your podcast, the more I realize, and I do the silent prayer, the more I realize that the devil will use anything in his power to make me go back.
Yeah, absolutely. You don't have to ask for permission to lead. Because let's say you ask your wife, I need your permission to lead. I want you to know about to take over. She's still leading. If she said, okay, baby, you can lead. Now you feel like a leader, but things are not going to work. But if you just see what you need to do and just do it. Oh, let me ask this, why do you need to argue with her if she get mad about it?
Well, I don't argue.
But why do you give in to her arguing?
Because I guess I just want a quote unquote happy home.
But it's not making a happy home. I know a couple that's been married for 60-something years now, and the husband tried from day one to make a happy wife, happy home, And in 60-some years, it's still hell. It's worse now than it was in the beginning. And the wife is miserable because her husband let her do that. He didn't take charge. He went along to get along, but they never could get along. Because when she was happy, he was mad. When he's mad, she's happy. It's not balanced. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that doesn't work either. So can you describe your nature for me?
I would say my nature is a loving, funny guy.
Love and funny.
Yeah.
Oh, you love to laugh at your hell?
Yeah, I guess if you see it that way. Yeah.
Do you believe this can change
What our situation?
your nature?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I would definitely have to continue following the silent prayer and getting to know God.
You went and forgave your mother?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Do you like his mother?
No.
I knew it. And why not? I know why already, but I want to hear you say.
This is a very sensitive subject for me.
Okay.
Because I love family. And when we first got married, his family was my family, but I slowly realized that I'm not. I was never really a part of their family,
Yeah.
even though I felt like, oh, I'm part of the family. I'm not. So I finally gave up in order to protect myself.
And you gave up what?
Trying to be a part of their family, loving them.
Right. What made you think you could be a part of his family?
Because we got married.
Oh, that was a trick. That doesn't work. That's why God tells the husband to take your wife far away from family.
But my family
Because it
loves
doesn't-
him.
Only because he's weak. They don't really like him.
No.
If he were to, once you truly start obeying him, your mother and your family will turn on him. They're going to say she's hypnotized, he's controlling her. Why does she have to always get permission from him? They're going to turn on him. They'll just pretend they like him now because he's letting you do what you want to do. He's following you. Uh-huh. What do you think about that?
No, they love him.
Okay, we'll see. Wait until he wake up, and he's waking up, it sounds like. You'll see. God knows that families don't like one another. He knows that mother and wife don't like one another because they're fighting for the control of the man, first of all. And secondly, you got these women coming together with these attitudes. That doesn't work either. That's why you're supposed to take your family away and your family become your family. The other family is no longer your family. And then your true family are your spiritual family who truly come back to the Father spiritually. But you can't make this other thing work. So don't cry about it. Be glad you're done with them, but don't resent them. That make sense? Mm-hmm. Yeah, don't resent them. They can't help it, they can't see. What do you think about the fact they don't like her or they don't get along?
I think my goal would be for my wife to quit her job and take my kids away from my mom.
Oh.
My mom watches them.
Oh my God. You have Satan watching over your kids? Why can't you can't afford to have her quit right now?
Not right now.
Oh, okay.
Or I didn't want to for the longest.
You did not, why not?
I worked. I didn't want to stop working after kids.
Yeah. Would bring more joy, watching the kids and raising kids or working?
Kids.
It does? Oh, okay. Well,
Not all the time, though.
and why not?
Because they're kids. They're going to have meltdowns.
They're going to have meltdowns? Do you have meltdowns?
Yeah. I guess I would say
So
so.
do you think if you didn't have them, would the kids still have them? Uh-huh. This is so good, huh? Are you having fun?
No.
Why you're not having fun?
The minute we walked in, I told him, I want to sit in the back. I don't want them to ask me questions.
I told
Yeah,
her
here
too.
I am.
I told her he's gonna pick people, so you might want to know the what is it called? Every
He
week,
pretty much told me to pay attention.
every week you have a question. So I told her about the
Oh,
question.
biblical question.
Biblical questions.
Oh, okay. All right. Why are you not having fun learning about yourself right now?
Well, no, it's not that part. It's I'm learning about myself in front of all these people that I don't know.
Right, but they all messed up too. That's why they're here. Everybody got the same problem. Situations might be a little different, but it's the whole world have the same problem. Really, there are no unique problems. Isn't that amazing? You should have been at our women's forum Thursday night. You would have been like, what the? Everyone has the same problem. But only a few are working on it to overcome it. And hopefully you'll start working on it. All right? So, how do you let your mother babysit your children and they don't get along?
Well, they don't argue in front of you. They don't argue. They don't like you wouldn't know that they don't like each other. Like they keep it really cordial. Is that the word? But
The kids know.
I think no, I don't think the kids know.
Spirit to spirit, they know. They know mama don't like grandmama. And they know grandmama don't like mama. I guarantee you when you're away, she's making it clear, but maybe not even saying it, but in her actions, she's making it clear she don't like you.
I agree. I think she would do that.
Yeah, she's doing that. She can't help her spirit is that way. She's making it clear that grandmama have more love for them than mama. She's turning your kids against you.
I agree because if I tell my son something, he's like, I'm gonna tell Nana.
See that? She's turning your children against you. It happens to everybody. When the wife don't stay home and raise the kids. And the mother can't help it because her nature is evil. She raised him. And nothing has changed. What do you think about that?
Can you repeat that one more time?
She raised him, right?
Yeah.
And you're beta male, mama's boy. Why do you think she's going to be able to raise your children when she couldn't raise her own?
I don't know. I've never thought of that.
Yeah, I understand that. And what?
I don't know because they're only with her for a couple hours now.
That's all it takes. That's why they go and tell Nana. Nana get them candy when you're not watching. Mm-hmm. See? Mm-hmm. You said, don't give them candy, Nanny. Oh, okay, don't worry. And as soon as you walk out the door, here's some candy, don't tell mama. What do you think about that?
I'm not a fan of that.
Yeah. Amazing, huh? Well, you got to work it out, man. And you're on the right way. You're forgiving, you're doing the prayer. It'll work itself out. You see what's going on now, and the change will happen. Anything else you want to say about your nature?
Beta.
When you discovered that you were beta, what did that feel like?
It really opened my eyes to, like I told you, I called you. It made me feel like the whole time that I thought I was leading this family, and then realizing that I'm a beta was, as a man, it made me feel like I let my family down, I let myself down. But luckily, I can overcome it.
Yeah. And it will change if you stay with it. And now that your wife has looked closer at herself, that's going to start to change too. Because once you see it, you cannot unsee it. That makes sense? Have you forgiven your mother? The wife?
Me?
Yeah,
Have I forgiven my mother or
Yeah.
his mother?
your mother.
For what?
Recreating her image.
She's new. She's never heard of this before.
Nice. Did you know you're just like your mama?
I wouldn't say so. Would you say so? I think I'm more like my dad.
Did you know you're just like your mama?
Yes, in certain aspects.
So why'd you say no? I'm just like,
Because I see them and I don't want to be like that.
right. Everybody just like their mama. They don't want to be that way. Are you surprised you turned out to be like her and you didn't want to be that?
Am I surprised? No.
You're not
Because I'm her
surprised?
daughter.
Oh, yeah. Do you want to overcome her and be yourself?
Yeah.
You got to forgive her for what she's done. You got to tell her, I'm sorry for resenting you, for what you've done to me. Once you see it, not just because I said it, it's wrong to resent. Anger is wrong, right? It's evil. So when you forgive her, God will forgive you. And he'll take her nature away from you and give you back your nature, the one you had before she traumatized you. Then you'll be yourself and everything will be fine. Can you face her?
Yeah. I'm actually really close with my mom.
You think you can go to her and say, I'm sorry for resenting you, for recreating me in your image?
Yeah, I can tell her that.
What are you thinking right now? Like, oh Lord, how will I tell her?
I don't the things that I've gotten from her, like she has real bad anxiety. I have real bad anxiety. I don't know if she sees it in herself. So for me to tell her that I'm, the same way as her. Or I think I've told her before, actually.
I'm sure you've said it, but you didn't say it to a point where you want to forgive her for that.
Yeah, no.
Because that's evil.
I've never told her that, yeah.
She doesn't need to see it. You need to see it. She might not be ready to change. She may love her hell, and she doesn't want to change. So it's up to her to stay in hell, but at least you'll go free. Yes.
It's funny that before, because we live in Bakersfield, so it's quite a good drive.
Oh, okay.
So all last night, the devil was like, "Don't go,
Yeah.
don't sleep in. You don't have the kids. Don't, you don't need to go. The traffic."
They're camping with grandma.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So luckily, and I didn't know you were going to talk to us either. So
I didn't either.
So I'm glad that we came
Yeah.
and we talked about this, and I didn't listen to my thoughts and just say, "Yeah, just sleep in and don't
That's
go."
right. Good, man. Are you glad you came now?
Yes, I'm glad I came.
You want to come from hiding and be free?
Yeah.
You got to face your mother. What did your father say when you asked him, why do you protect me from my mother? What did he say when you asked him about it?
I've never asked him that.
And why not? You said you guys were close. Why have you
No,
asked him?
me and my dad, no. I'm a lot closer to my mom.
Oh, I thought you said you and your dad were close.
No,
Oh,
me
why-
and my mom are.
Why you're not close to your father?
I don't know. I think he always just worked growing up. He never made the time.
How does your
Or
mother
had the
feel
time.
about your father?
They're no longer together.
Right? That's why you don't like him too. You want your father, but you have identified with your mother, and you see him the way your mother see him, not the way you see him. That's why you need to talk to him. Because your mother hates him, and she's not going to give a good picture of him.
I could see that. Hmm.
Yeah. So you need to go to him and forgive him and talk to him. Because unless you love your earthly father, you're never going to love God. It won't happen ever. Amazing, huh? Will you talk to your father?
Do I talk to him?
I said, will you?
Yeah.
Okay. You got to work on yourself now. And it's going to be amazing. It's going to be mind-blowing. But you got to work on you. Your husband can't save you. Nobody can save you. You got to work on you. So you got to be honest with yourself and start dealing with this stuff. What do you think about that?
Sounds good.
Yeah. All right. Amazing. So I got to move on. Any question about any of that or disagreements?
No,
Do you disagree with any of what I've said?
some stuff.
Okay. Like what, for example?
Like my mom.
What about her?
She's actually really, she's a good person. We have a great relationship.
If you have a great relationship, why you don't want to be like her?
She's old school Mexican. It's just, I don't know. A different
All women are
generation.
old school Mexican. That's what every race say. Oh, it's in our race. I used to think the black women were only like that. But I found out the Jew woman is like that, the Jewish people, the Chinese, oh, the Asian, they all like that. It's the spirit of the woman, and it had nothing to do with culture. Your mom is evil. Ooh. Your mom is no good. She done the best she could, but she didn't know.
Yes, that I know.
Right. She didn't know what you just found out about evil. She called herself good too, but no woman is good. No man is good. Nobody is good. What? Why are you looking? Oh. No one is good. That's why we must be born again. What do you think about that?
I agree.
Oh, okay. So your mama ain't no good. Your mama don't like you. And she likes everyone. Just work on it. Pay attention to stuff and you'll see it. It'll be made clear. And as it's being made clear, you'll be made free. And you'll have peace on earth. All right? So you still disagree about that? You think your mom is good?
Yes.
All right. Work on yourself, you'll see. I understand it. No one want to face the reality that their mothers are evil. Everybody think their mother is good, but they hate her. And they don't want to be like her. If you were good, you want to be like good. You don't want to be like evil. You said that yourself, right? What?
Yeah. Okay.
What are you thinking?
I don't remember saying that, but
Remember saying what?
that she was evil, or what was it that you said?
No, you didn't say it. I said it. You said you didn't want to be like her.
Yeah.
All right. But if you were good, you would want to be like her. You would be happy to be like good, but you're unhappy being like evil. Am I right?
Well, I don't think it's evil. It's just it's a different generation. I mean, in our marriage, I've kind of led the way. In my mom and dad, when they were together, she didn't lead the way. So I don't know. Yeah, I know.
So your father left because she didn't let him. She didn't lead the way. Ask your father why did he leave. Let him tell you.
Her mom left.
Yeah, my mom left.
Ask your father why did your mother leave. Do you already know?
I've never asked him that. No.
Ask him. Hear it from him. No one else but him. You got to start communicating with both of them. All right?
Okay.
Amazing.